Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be ranking all the Lethal Company monsters based off how much I'd want to smoke a blunt with them. So let's just get started. First up we got the Baboon Hawks, and you might know these as the useless outside creatures that you hope spawn instead of the dogs or the giant. Well, these creatures are actually kind of chill. Sometimes you walk up to them and then they'll either walk away from you or they'll hang out with you for a few seconds before stabbing you for 30 damage. But luckily they are pretty chill people. So yeah, you know what, fuck it, why not? Next up we got the Bracken. Now you might think at first that the Bracken would be someone that'd be hella chill, considering he's kind of edgy, and you know, he may be one of those guys that lights it up every once in a while. But one thing I'm worried about is that the Bracken could start smoking on your blunt and then immediately start tweaking seconds later and talking about how the shadow people are coming after him. And I don't know if I'm willing to take that risk, so I'm gonna have to put him in the I might start tweaking tier. Next up we got the Spider. Now, I don't even know if this is even possible, but all you motherfuckers know that spiders are not exactly the most calm looking individuals. I don't know if I'd really trust my kids around a spider that looks like this, so might have to put in the I might start tweaking tier. Now next up we got bees. I don't really know how you'd pass a blunt to a bunch of bees and they'd probably just start electrocuting you, so I'd have to say immediate no for me. Next up we got the Coil Head. You guys might know the Coil Head as the SCP-137, or also as the Weeping Angel, or the animatronic from that one FNAF game that nobody really played. I do think that overall this dude's pretty chill, and honestly the fact that all you have to do is look at him and you don't have to worry about anything doesn't really have me tweaking that much. Oh my god, dude, please! Oh my god! Oh my god. This is not cool. Dude, please! I think it low-key could be chill AF. Next thing we got the Leviathan. Now, I don't really know if I'd want to do this, considering the fact that I have no idea if it even fit in his mouth. I mean, how the fuck would this shit even fit around his mouth? He'd probably put his teeth on it, then immediately it'd break in half, and then we'd have to re-roll another one. So I don't have to put him in the It's Jover tier. Now I have to say the same thing for the eyeless dog, except there's a little bit more of an exception considering it's slightly smaller, so maybe he could his lips around that blunt and potentially even get a nice little hit in. You never even know how chill an eyeless dog might be whenever he hits some of that pack, so I might have to put him in the fuck it, why not tier. Then next up we got the Giant. Now y'all know the Giant is a pretty chill guy. He's definitely, you know, the guy that would be the dad of the group. Motherfuckers will be watching over you guys' backs if you guys went in public to go to the gas station at 3 AM and know that you guys look like stoned ass aliens from Mars, and also just overall would trust with your life after you guys have hit that blunt. So I can't really say anything with that rotation hit and diff. I definitely want to pass around a blunt with the Giant. I mean, after all, mans can see everything. I can't imagine how good his high must be. Next up we got the Ghost Girl. I don't really know what legal standing I would have if I were to say whether or not I'd smoke with this person, considering they're a whole child. But personally, you know, if I'm offered the opportunity, I might start tweaking because they're just going to start appearing and disappearing, and that shit would make me just freak out. Next up we got the Loot Bug. Now everybody knows this is the most chill enemy in Lethal Company. He ain't do nothing wrong. All he does is just want his items. He's kind of a goblin, and he'd be one of those motherfuckers that takes your snacks from you whenever you're trying to chill and eat your chips. But honestly, I think the Loot Bug's a pretty chill guy, and even though he's kind of a fiend, I do think that he'd be a pretty nice guy to smoke with. I'd put him in the rotation hidden diff tier. Next up at the Slime. Now I don't even know how this rotation would work. This motherfucker would just consume the whole goddamn room and kill you all in 1 second. I don't really know where I'd personally rank him, but definitely not that high considering the fact that it's not even possible. But maybe if he was able to get an edible just inserted into his slime or something like that, he might be kind of a chill guy. He might go to the corner of the room instead of just taking up everybody's space. So personally, I'd have to put him in the fuck it, why not tier. Now next up we got the Jester. Now personally, everybody knows that it's always nice to have music around while you're smoking, but it's not really that fun whenever the music turns into thumping and a loud skull chasing after you. So I don't really know if that's optimal for the smoking environment, but I do think that a Jester would be a pretty chill guy to smoke around, considering the fact that you never know what kind of guy is under that jack-in-the-box, you know? That skull may not be so intimidating. Maybe he's just misunderstood. So, you know, I'd put him in the fuck it, why not tier. Then next up we got the Landmine. I don't even know if this is goddamn possible, considering it's a landmine, but if it is possible, fuck it. This shit sounds chill as fuck. Next up we got the Coils. Now nobody knows a goddamn thing about these monsters since they absolutely do nothing throughout the game, but me personally, I think they look pretty chill. Even though it's pretty unpredictable, I think it could be a chill ass smoke session. Now next up we got the Mimic. This is just an average person, just like with someone else, but the one difference is that, you know, you'd be being chased out with grabby hands and you know, a creepy mask looking at you.
That's a big one!
Yeah. So I don't know if I'd even trust this person to even be in the same room with me whenever I'm smoking a blunt. I think it'd be kind of fun, and you know, even though I might start tweaking, it's a possibility. What's up? I'm working on my Lethal Company monsters based off how much I'd want to smoke a blunt with them. What? Anyways, now the Nutcracker's a interesting case, right? Because if he starts tweaking, or if the blunt starts hurting him differently, then he could start aiming at me with the shotgun and start killing me, and that would just be not really optimal for me. So I think it could be kind of a risky thing to do if I were to smoke with him. But honestly, you know, we could play a good game of Russian roulette or some shit, and even though it could end up in my death, you know, fuck it, why not? Next up we got these Locusts that just chill in groups and aren't even visible, and you usually think are bees at the very beginning, but you actually don't even know what the hell they are. yeah, they don't really do anything, and I don't really know if I'd really care to smoke with them, so I'd just have to put them in the shover tier. The Snare Flea's not all that bad, considering the fact all he really wants to do is suffocate you. But whenever you realize the fact that, you know, after he hits that blunt, he could end up being a more chill guy, I really don't mind the idea of smoking with him. He reminds me of that one meme of that cockroach that says, "What no pussy does to a motherfucker." That's probably what he'd look like whenever he's smoking a blunt. So honestly, you know what? Fuck it, why not? Next up, we got the SPO Lizard, aka the fart guy, or whatever the hell you want to call him. Pretty chill guy overall. He's never really does anything to you. He maybe bites you for 10 damage every once in a while if he's if you're getting too close. But overall, even though he'd make the whole room hotboxed, I think that could definitely add to the vibe. That's exactly why I'd have to put him in the rotation hits diff tier. This guy is just essential for a hotbox. Next up, we got the Thumper. First thing I imagine whenever I smoke a blunt with a Thumper is he's gonna start running around and bouncing off the walls like a goddamn maniac. And honestly, that can be quite good entertainment. Plus, he'd probably be a pretty chill guy, considering the fact that he ain't really doing nothing wrong. All he really does is just bounce around and just runs really fast. Maybe we just misunderstand him, so maybe I'd give him a good chance. This shit sounds chill AF. Next up, we got the turret. I don't really know how you'd smoke a blunt with a turret, just like with a landmine, but you know, I'd be willing to try it. Let's put him in here. Overall, guys, that's my tier list. Would you guys roll blunt with these guys? Would you guys hit that fat car with them? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.